Today's show is sponsored by the ABV Barrel Shop. The ABV Barrel Shop is located in the St. Louis metro community of Arnold, Missouri. The ABV Barrel Shop is focused on one thing, single barrels. Best of all, you can try before you buy. Head over to abvbarrelshop.com to sign up for their email and text distribution so you know what they have in stock, what classes are coming up, and who from the industry may be coming in to visit. The ABV Barrel Shop. It's where single barrels live. We're also sponsored by the Bar to Go. The Bar to Go offers traveling minibars that are no bigger than a small purse or toiletry bag. Best of all, they are fully customizable so you can create the perfect piece that is unique for you. If you own your own business, what a fun and unique way to promote what you do. Check them out online at thebar2go.com. That is the number 2 in the Bar to Go. If you have wholesale questions, call my friend Isabel Clark at 504-481-1297. Finally, we are sponsored by the Neely Family Distillery. NFD is a family-owned business that keeps ringing up awards in the spirits world. Head to Sparta, Kentucky to experience the family history, award-winning spirits, and meet the Neely family. Check them out online at neelyfamilydistillery.com. Now, on to the show.
Let's drink!
Welcome to the Bourbon Daily, the podcast about everything bourbon delivered to you every day of the week. Today on the show, we discuss Raj Bhakta's 100-year-old whiskey blend. My name is McNew. Please join me in welcoming my co-host, Steve Akeley, along with our special guests, Kathy Cool, Tim Swaya, and Vaughn Nieters.
Hey, gang, what's up?
Hey,
Jacob.
Hey, just to clarify, just right out of the gate, so it is a 100-year-old whiskey blend, but there's a product in there that's over 100 years old. The whiskey itself is not, but it's going to be a product that's available for sale. It's going to be accessible and pretty exciting. We'll get to that after the break. We'll explain exactly what it is, but don't want to get you too whipped up into a fervor. Be like, I got to run out and get this, and then when you see the price is $70, you'll be like, this is crazy. But yeah, we'll talk a little bit about what that is. But before we get to that, Tim said there's something he wanted to talk about. What is that, Tim?
Yeah, so I've got the freshman in college home for the first break, and he realized he has nothing to do. So he's decided to learn how to cook. And the first thing he tried to learn how to make was pancakes.
Pancakes.
Ooh,
And I was laughing because that's the kind of the first thing that I learned to make.
Really?
It's trying to be cool to girls and this, that, and the other. Oh, yeah, I can make you pancakes in the morning. Oh yeah, great pickup line. And I sucked at it for a while. He finally figured. I thought it was interesting. So I was curious to think, what was the first thing you learned to for yourself? And I'm not talking about pouring your own cereal. I'm talking about what was the first thing you actually actively learned, a dish that you learned how to make yourself out of a hot pot with mac and cheese or something like that?
Okay, I've got it.
Does that count?
Well, I guess. If you wanted to.
I guess if it's on the stovetop, fine. Not in the hot pot.
Not in the hot pot.
That you plug into the wall.
I'll start out. The first thing that I learned how to cook was toasted cheese and very low flame. And because when I was a kid, we couldn't afford the American cheese. My mom was very cheap. And she said, you're paying for all that plastic in between it. That's that processing. So we had Velveeta, and we had that little thing with the
cheese slider. The wire?
With the roller, the wire and the roller. And I would slice up the Velveeta myself, butter the bread on both sides, low flame, and wait till it get just basically liquid that pours out of there as soon as you turn that sandwich up. Vertically.
The risk you took, because those little string slicers can cut off a whole damn finger. Those are vicious.
I took a risk there. Yeah. It was for my art. I was learning to cook. So
toasted cheese for the folks in the St. Louis area, grilled cheese for the rest of America.
Okay.
I've never heard of
toasted cheese. So you don't. Is that? See, I love it that we're talking about this today. Yeah. There's so much shit we discovered that is a St. Louis thing. I had no idea. So toasted cheese.
I would think like toasted cheese would be like a.
We call it toasted cheese. Yeah.
No, I've never heard it called toasted cheese.
Like Texas.
We'll call it grilled cheese as well.
Cheese and garlic on top. I would think that's a toasted cheese.
Toasted cheese sandwich.
It's like a grilled cheese, like a
that's
sandwich.
That's the St. Louis thing.
Where it's like.
I love it. I had no idea. That's cool. We're talking today about banging pots and with spoons and stuff like that.
On New Year's Eve.
That's a St. Louis thing. But people don't do that. That's a St. Louis
thing. I never did that either.
I've heard of that.
You weren't really a true St. Louis thing. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. You take the pots out with the wooden spoons and you bang them at midnight.
Yeah. That's a St. Louis
thing. My wife introduced me to that. She said she did that her whole life growing up. And I never knew that was a thing.
You don't have to do everything.
We did fireworks.
I could pull somebody from St. Louis. I could pull somebody from St. Louis in here that's like, I never had, gooey butter cake. Well, that doesn't mean that it's not a St. Louis thing. It's still a St. Louis thing. Most of St. Louis people, I'll open up my door if I'm awake at midnight, and there'll be 10 people out on the street banging pots with spoons and shit like that.
So much nicer than like fireworks and fireworks.
Oh, no, that's what we do.
No, I like the noisemakers, the ones like you blow in and they have like the pretty glittery
that's
stuff.
That's an Indiana thing. We don't know anything about that.
We do quarter sticks of dynamite.
Right.
Steve's next book needs to be like St. Louis traditions, because you guys
I was just going to say that
on Halloween and stuff.
Yeah.
You have so many weird St. Louis things you can.
Oh yeah. Wait till you see the chapter on Hoosiers. You're not going to be too happy, McNew.
Exactly.
You're not going to be
McNew. Your little world's about to be broken when I write that book and I tell you exactly what a Hoosier is.
White trash, apparently.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah.
St. Louis is the best.
Yeah. We have our own stuff.
Yeah.
Toasted cheese. We'll eat a toasted cheese sandwich. Yeah. That's what we do.
or grilled cheese for the rest of America.
Grilled cheese. Yeah.
I'll go next.
Okay. What do you?
So Latchkey.
She does grilled cheese. Unlike me, she does grilled cheese.
I get it now. Totally get it.
Yeah. Go ahead.
Latchkey kids. So we would go home and take care of ourselves, and even
Hey now.
new. Not
That's
like
what
we're
she said.
children, you dirty, dirty old men.
Latchkey kid could be like 18 years old.
Sugar toast.
Yeah. Okay. Cinnamon sugar toast.
So we'd turn on our gas stove.
Sure.
And our
That's what you
gas
had.
ovens. And so you turn on the gas oven.
By clean gas, by the way. That'd be the
Yes.
proper thing for a
And you would butter your Wonder Bread.
Sure.
You get as many pieces as you want. Butter your Wonder Bread, and then you spoon the sugar on like thick.
Thick sugar.
Thick. And then you sprinkle some cinnamon on. You
Just
toast
enough.
it in the oven for just like 5 minutes. Get the bottom kind of crispy.
Uh-huh.
And then when you bite into it, that sugar's so thick that like the grains are like crunching.
Crunching grains.
Crunching.
I like a
grains of
good
sugar.
crunching grain. No.
Crunching grains.
I do that with toast.
What?
Take toast and then put butter on it, and then just sprinkle cinnamon sugar on it. No
Well,
oven.
that's what Kathy just explained.
You said she uses the oven, though. I don't do that.
What do you use? The toaster?
Yeah.
Doesn't it all end up in the toaster itself?
No, that's what I'm saying. You toast the bread first.
Butter it
Oh.
until after it's
Yeah.
So this way the
Yeah.
butter incorporates
Post-toasting.
into the bread and the sugar
Yes.
in there.
Seems like, Von Nieters is using basically a microwave. That's the equivalent of microwaving what Kathy was talking about. It's the fast way to do it. Yeah.
It's like you microwave your hot dogs, don't you? You don't boil them. You always have to boil your hot dogs.
I live
Only in
efficient.
Chicago do you boil your hot dogs.
Efficient.
Yeah.
That's Chicago, Chicago. Put celery salt on there. That's Chicago.
I hold the celery salt. I'm not a celery salt fan. But I do boil my hot dogs.
If I had to ask you, though,
cooked on a barbecue.
this goes back to the thing. It doesn't mean just because Tim doesn't do it, it's not a Chicago thing. If you put celery salt on hot dogs, where are you at? You're in Chicago. I'm sorry, that's a Chicago thing.
That is true. Doesn't mean I got to eat it that way. But if you put ketchup on it, you're in a mental institution. There's a padded room with your name written all over the walls.
Oh, yeah. Chicago
Ketchup doesn't go on a hot dog.
No,
I'm pretty serious about that, but I will put ketchup on a hot dog every now and then because I'm lazy.
Yeah, I don't
Ketchup and relish and mustard.
No,
Making a true Chicago dog, ketchup doesn't belong on that. You can make it anywhere else, okay, fine, I can see it.
You just got to drown it so you can't taste the actual hot dog.
Well, you're getting the wrong kind of
It's
hot
always
dogs.
boiled.
I don't like hot dogs.
Yeah.
You're not getting the right hot dogs, man. 100% all beef.
All beef.
You had a beef all day long.
No?
Yeah, all beef. Yeah. That's
not lips and assholes like you're used to with Oscar Mayer.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, he's having that Oscar Mayer, and he's like,
I get mine from Omaha Steaks.
Omaha Steaks, yeah. Oscar Mayer,
Jumbo Franks.
100% beef.
Yeah. Still don't like them.
You should go over to get them from Joe the Butcher. He'll take care of you.
All
Joe
right.
will take care of you.
Joe.
He used
All
to
right,
be next to Frank the Cobbler, but his bill got put down, so
By the Dairy Queen, which is now
he had to
closed.
move.
So sad. I'm so angry about this Dairy Queen situation. Yeah. All right, McNew, how about you? When my mom when I was like 16, 17 years old, my mom would, I'd be doing something, whatever. And my mom would be like, I want an ice cream, sundae from Dairy Queen. Can you go get it? She would always have to send me because it was all young teenagers that worked there. And she felt like that they would make bigger sundaes than that if they thought they were making it for me. Because I was hot, I was a football player. So I always had to go and get treats for my mom because, my mom insisted on it because she felt like when she walked in there, as a whatever she was, 40-year-old female at the time or whatever it was, she didn't good ice cream, so I had to go into Dairy
Mom
Queen.
knew what she was doing. She's using
She's
you.
like, you gotta
It's
get
fine.
this for me,
There's no
son.
purpose, dude.
I don't know about that. Steve's mom had it going on back then. She was quite the looker, and I bet you she would have gotten a lot more of the scoops of ice cream in there.
I don't know.
So that's a bummer. There's not really that many Dairy Queens left around.
Dairy Queens are going out. Yeah. They're going out. You gotta go. You go
It's
south.
a Chicago thing. We have tons of Dairy Queens up here. They're opening them up 10 at a time.
10 at a time in Chicago. Yeah. Where Warren Buffett is too. He loves Dairy Queen. They're not going away in Omaha. That's for sure.
No way.
No. McNew, what were you going to say?
No, so we were like a microwave house. My mom bought so much
God.
frozen shit just to throw in the microwave. But the first thing I ever cooked on a stove was definitely Kraft mac and cheese.
Well, there you go. Kraft mac and cheese.
Which they've completely screwed up the new recipe now. It's not the same.
No, it's
plastic.
not good. So I didn't know if it's not
plastic.
good or if I just aged out.
They increased the plastic over 30% in
Nope.
the Kraft mac and cheese.
They changed something in it.
You know what? That pouch of cheese was just an abomination. You have to have the powder.
Yeah, the powder. Yeah, like
the
the
pouch
powder.
of Velveeta squeezed for shells.
Velveeta
is
shells.
a game changer.
The shells are
Pouch
different.
Yeah,
But I
Velveeta
was
shells was a whole nother league.
Box,
Oh yeah.
mac and
Yeah,
cheese.
they had those on the other side of town, the ritzy side of town. We had to have the pouch of powder. They did something to the
Powder's
recipe.
The best.
Yeah, the powder is the best.
It is.
So, I mean, I cannot get that thing to boil clean. The water's cloudy. The stuff sticks.
Yeah.
I did something to the pasta, but it's
Yeah.
something. It's just bad.
It's bad.
Bad now.
It's
High
bad.
plastic content.
They put more plastic in there. That's the thing. It saves money. It's filler. They use plastic filler. It does help the oceans, though. It helps the turtles. So
We eat it so they don't have to.
Exactly. So Von Eaters is in favor of this. It helps the turtles. So,
He's 100%.
Yes, please, people, eat all the Kraft mac and cheese. Leave the Velveeta shells for me. The good stuff.
Evan actually cares about turtles so much when he buys the pop, he eats those rings himself.
Oh yeah.
Yes.
12 pieces.
Yep. I choke on all of my plastic straws so they don't
He
have
stuffs
to.
his straws up his nose and everything. It's great.
Yeah.
Plastic forks.
Yeah.
All of it.
Yeah.
That's me.
Oh.
Pizza rolls were also a good thing. You knew they were done in the oven.
Oh yeah.
When they like burst.
No, we were definitely not putting ours in the oven. Those are microwave only.
No, you
Yes.
have to cook them in the oven.
You guys
The
grew up in a
microwave.
better household than me.
You have to cook
I
them
never
in the
knew of a
oven.
Totino's pizza roll or pizza puff until college. People
My
Ooh,
brother
bagel bites.
actually talked about this on Thanksgiving because we were just like, you would eat them when they were hot as fuck, but you didn't care. You would just singe the roof of your mouth over and
Yeah,
over
sure.
and over again. He's
Sure.
like, no, we weren't waiting. I'm like, nah.
Those things,
absolutely
yeah.
not.
It's like
That's
liquid
good.
magma in them.
We get this, Tim. We would bite the corner off to get the steam to come out and then dip them in ketchup.
Now we're talking.
Why?
Whoa.
That sounds great.
No.
I use Sweet Baby Ray's barbecue.
Jesus Christ. What the hell's wrong? I got to get new friends.
Or blue cheese, hot sauce,
Hot sauce is fine. That goes with that.
or mix like a little hot sauce and blue cheese together. That's good
Applesauce. Sure.
No,
Just
my
all
family
of it.
didn't
Yeah.
No.
Everything.
Applesauce.
Jelly.
Baked applesauce.
Yeah,
inside.
jelly, caramel.
Be a nice jam.
Mustard.
Yeah.
It's like Elf when he makes the spaghetti.
Sure.
But it ends up looking like
Maple
at the end.
syrup, throw
Yeah.
it in there. too.
Chocolate, M&Ms.
If you're bronner, maybe some molasses. Dip it in there.
Molasses. Oh, sure. So, Tim, you asked the question. What is your deal?
Mine was pancakes. Mine was
Oh,
pancakes. I abominated pancakes for a while, then figured it out. Now I'm a master.
Really?
Pancakes
All
are
breakfast
not
food.
easy.
Yes, pancakes. I've got a whole system where the first batch, after you spray the no-stick spray on the skeleton and everything like that, first batch is crap. After that, that's when they look picture
Right.
perfect.
Ah.
Second batch is what you
First
want.
batch
The
is
second
always crap.
second
You want
one
the
is
first
where
batch.
it's at.
Don't be the early bird. It's not.
No, don't be the early bird.
Spray the non-stick spray. Use the bacon grease. Cook your
well-
pancakes in the bacon grease.
Get a pancake maker. It's perfect every time. That's what we do.
From like the Holiday Inn, one of those.
Yeah.
Kinda, yeah. It's kind of like that.
Conveyor belt pancakes?
Yeah.
Well, no, you put it on the thing and you flip it over.
No.
It's kind of like a waffle maker.
You can put in your toaster or the
And
microwave.
they have in there. It's Star Wars themed. It has Darth Vader on one and R2-D2 on the other.
Well, that's fun.
Wow. You were a very happy
He is
kid at one
so
point in time, or
proud
adult,
of
when you
that.
got that for
look at him.
Christmas one year, didn't you?
Oh yeah.
You got it for Christmas
It's in our camper.
this year.
We take it with us in our camper.
God damn.
We have Star Wars pancakes while we're camping.
Oh, God.
Yeah, I'm a
What the
big
hell's
fan of the
that?
breakfast
I'm
food.
actually
That's what I
kinda
learned to cook
jealous
first.
Now I kind of want a Star Wars pancake.
Star Wars pancakes, yeah.
They're fun.
Star Wars pancakes actually sounds pretty good right now.
There
Yeah.
you go. There you go.
Yeah.
All right, on that note, guess what, gang? It is time to drink. What is everyone drinking? Let's start with Tim.
Let's just get me out of the way.
Sure.
I'm working on a bottle of Rush Creek Distillery, their straight bourbon.
Okay.
Let's give this guy a try. Oh,
It sounded like you broke wind there, so yeah.
yes, I did.
Things finally turned around on Tim. Yeah.
Thanks, you finally caught me, Steve. Yeah. Got me farting for a cork pop.
We've been waiting for this moment, and here it is right before us. Finally.
Trying anything we can to make that pop.
I totally screwed that vault.
All right. We'll let McNew go
But
next.
I have the lead.
Yeah.
For now. I'm going to do some Penelope Rosé cask finish. Maybe. No, I'm not. I'm going to come back to that one because it doesn't want to open. I'm going to go with some Bakers.
Okay.
Nice.
That should have been better.
Yeah.
It seems like.
Yeah,
I expected that one to be loud.
Your microphone seemed to turn down because that sounded like it had a nice sound to a tone to the cork pop.
It did.
very
It was.
quiet.
Yeah.
It's quiet.
The volume just wasn't there.
Yeah.
When you pulled out that Penelope Rosé, I'm like, nope, not going to happen. That cork doesn't budge.
No.
Is that one of those
Is it
glass
They are,
ones?
Take the
that's
glass
the one
off.
they upgraded the cork to that glass cork, and it is
Oh.
Those are tough.
painful to get off.
Glass cork.
I'm not lying.
Product's
I'm not-
great.
I don't have one of
Pop
those
is
yet.
awful.
I want the
All
glass.
right. Von Nieters is next.
Kind of sticking with the theme, sort of. It's a blend of rye whiskey and rum, Fortuitous Union.
Okay.
No.
Okay. That's our lead.
much.
That's our lead.
Well-
Basic. Yeah. Kathy, what do you got?
I feel like I'm actually sticking with the theme because I've got Whistlepig,
Okay. Okay.
which is where he was before he did this.
Yeah. Okay.
You hear it?
Yeah. I think
Okay.
that's the lead. I think
Kind of like
that's
a
the lead.
low rumble
Fancy.
fart.
Yeah. Thunder.
Hemingway
In the distance.
rye.
Nice.
Hemingway rye.
That's a good one.
All right, here we go. I think that's the
Ooh,
victory.
there it is.
Was that a 375?
No,
Oh, look kind of small.
that's. I don't know, there's the size of my head for comparison.
There you go. That's better.
That made sense then, right? Yeah.
Yep, that clicked.
Yep, there you go. Cheers, gang.
Cheers.
All right, we're going to take a quick break. And when we come back, we're going to be talking about this idea of a 100-year-old whiskey blend. We'll do that in just a few. Okay, let's talk about the people that make these shows happen. First up is the Stave and Thief Society. Via their in-person class at Moonshine University in Louisville, Kentucky, the Stave and Thief Society is the place where you, a bourbon enthusiast, can expand your knowledge and emerge an executive bourbon steward. In 2017, I completed my executive bourbon steward certification. It's the most comprehensive bourbon certification available and connects you with an expansive network of bourbon enthusiasts and professionals. Check out the full listing of in-person and online certifications and join the society today by enrolling at staveandthief.com. Speaking of executive bourbon steward certification, the ABV Barrel Shop in St. Louis, Missouri has developed a unique partnership with the Stave and Thief Society to offer a preparatory class to assist you in getting your executive bourbon steward certification. This prep class costs only $25 and is available to take live or online via Zoom. Graduates of our class receive a coupon code good for 15% off your executive bourbon steward certification held in Louisville, Kentucky. This saves you almost $90. Additionally, you can collaborate with fellow attendees to split travel costs when you go to Louisville. If you're interested in signing up for the class, simply head over to abvbarrelshop.com and check out the classes and events page. Last but not least, we are sponsored by Neely Family Distillery. Royce Neely is the 11th generation distiller in one of America's oldest distilling families. A visit to Neely Family Distillery takes you through family history, where you can see all the artifacts and newspaper clippings through the years from this family that started distilling in America after James Neely arrived from Northern Ireland in 1740. Today, Royce Neely and his team are crafting some of the best spirits in America. Their bourbon and absinthe offerings keep winning top honors in the spirits competitions. Recently, their absinthe made history as the first platinum winner in the absinthe category at the San Francisco Spirits Competition. Neely Family Distillery is definitely a bucket list destination if you are a bourbon fan. Learn more about their spirit offerings, visiting their facility, and the awards they have collected over at NeelyFamilyDistillery.com.
Hi, this is Rick Brenner, and you are listening to the Bourbon Daily.
Shouldn't it be the legend?
Maybe.
Welcome back to the Bourbon Daily. Today we are talking about Raj Bhakta's 100-year-old whiskey blend.
Yes, we are. So, Kathy, if you don't mind, do you want to tell us exactly what is in this thing? It's we got it lined out there for you. The product's called 1928 is the name of the product. And what's in this thing?
So it is made from a 2018 vintage American straight rye whiskey, 60%, then enriched with XO Calvados, 30%, and finally fortified like a vitamin.
Okay.
With a mix of Armagnac from 1928, 1941, 1962, 1973, and 1976 vintages, 10%. And then there's a little brandy that's over 100 years old.
Yeah, there you go. I think it's creative. I whether it's good or not, I don't know. We need to try it, right? I mean, that's the key here. So
then it undergoes a double cask finish with a virgin French oak. So
okay.
Can't forget
getting that
that.
oak influence in there. The most
I would
porous
love
of
to
the
try
oaks,
this.
I believe.
Yes. It's pretty. And guess what? The retail price, $70. $70.
So that's
That
what
is-
surprised me more than anything, because he's done some insane things with Whistle Pig. I'm like, this is going to be like $400, but
Right.
$70, I will absolutely grab this up if I see it.
I know. I
Yeah,
think
it's
he's
very
also-
reasonable.
Are you not curious about this by just having Kathy read that? I mean, that's the sign of a good product, right? You're interested in it, and you're going to give him a chance. You're going to give him a chance by tasting it because you're interested, and if it's good, you'll buy more.
I would pay $70 for the bottle. Have you seen those bottles?
They're cool.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
The glassware is
So look-
very
So
pretty.
pretty.
Yeah.
What's that
Yeah.
style? That 20s
Art Deco?
Art Deco.
That's not-
Yeah.
Art Deco.
definitely an
Sounded
Art
better when
Deco
McNew
bottle.
said it. Yeah. Kathy doesn't listen to me, as you'll. For those of you listening to the show, I said it moments before McNew there, and Kathy didn't even care. And then McNew said it. She's like, "Yes, absolutely.
yes,
Thank you, thank you.
Yeah.
I
Thank you,
appreciate
McNew.
that, McNew, and your genius on the show. That's just
Really.
incredible.
Brilliant.
I've surrounded myself with turkeys, but you are an eagle soaring, McNew."
Swear to God, I thought they could fly.
Oh, yes.
Yes. So yeah. So that's pretty cool stuff, right? I mean, and he's got a bunch of other stuff. He's purchased a bunch of cool things. I've got an assistant here bringing in. If you haven't seen the bottle yet, I've got bringing in some stuff here. My God, look what I got! I didn't even realize this.
I mean, look at that. Isn't
I
that
have.
pretty?
Oh, you
Whoa.
have the bottle.
I have it here, and it hasn't been opened yet. I got their rye, which I opened. And I didn't realize this is going to be the one we're talking about. So
Yep.
Whoa.
when I saw the just in the notes here, I'm like 1928. I think that might be the one I got. I got it.
How did you get that, Steve?
Okay.
I didn't get my sample.
They didn't send it to you guys too. I thought that was the
No.
deal. They were sending it to
Your
everybody
assistant
on
needs
the show.
some retraining.
Yeah, for sure. All right, let's see here. I think I'm going to open this up and try it on here, right?
Yeah.
Yeah,
How do you
sure.
not?
Go ahead, Steve. Try
Hit us
it.
with some tasting notes
All right,
and
let's see
yeah.
what we got here.
What do you get on the
I'm
nose?
opening it up. Kathy, you did try. I brought it in. We're going to be doing a show about this at the shop, dedicated to tasting the stuff. But I did bring it in and shared it. Just the rye, not this. Because the rye is in here. It's like 51% rye that's in here. I think they said, but
60%.
60%. Okay, but yeah, it's good. It was good, right, Kathy?
Yeah, it was delicious.
Yeah. So the base is very good. So here we go. Cork pop. Yeah, good. I didn't stick the landing there, but that was on me. That was not on him. All right, so, oh my God, this smells amazing, guys.
Does it
fruity.
now?
It's fruity and buttery. On the nose, A+. I'm not kidding you. I'll bring this in for you guys to try. This is A+. All right. On the nose. Let's give it a taste here. Here we go. Yeah, that's fantastic.
Smacking.
That's fantastic. Yeah, it's.
So, are you getting any of the brandy that's over 100 years old? Yeah,
you're getting a definite brandy note. You're getting a fruity note for sure. Yeah, grapey. I mean, yeah, that's fantastic. For $70, 70 all day long. Buy it by the case if you can.
Buy it by the case. Too bad we don't know where it's available. Where did you get yours?
Media sample. Yes. Media sample. So.
Oh, yes.
Yes. Yeah, I'm using it right now on the show. That's a media use.
That's what it's supposed to be used for.
That's what it's for.
Exactly. So we're supposed to be talking to him. I'll find out what the plan is for Missouri. So I'll be talking to him on the show coming up. I'm trying to get that scheduled. So yeah.
And that's on the Bourbon Show.
It'll be on the Bourbon Show, on our sister show, not on the Bourbon Daily, but it'll be on the Bourbon Show coming up.
The one
reading the description of this product just screams seagrass to me. Like how seagrass is just this cornucopia of various different cask finishes, whiskeys, this, that, and the other. This screams somewhat like that, which is probably what that's what I'm kind of what seagrass is 85.
Right.
You can get it down to 80 sometimes, maybe a little bit low if you catch it on a sale for some reason. But that screams to me that type of, I don't want to call it a new category, but this unique category where they're just finding different spirits and blending it together and doing what they got to do with it. They're trying to get new flavor profiles out there, whatever.
And at a good price point.
Yes, good price point.
Really affordable.
Very drinkable, approachable, and affordable. I mean, all the bowls are covered there. So that's good stuff. So very, very cool. I'm excited for this one. I'll bring this with me to the shop tomorrow, and we'll have it there. We're going to be doing the show from there, and I'll have it at the shop, and give it to some of our friends here as they stop by.
Wow.
Give it a taste. It's good stuff. We may see Von Nieters this week. I can work by myself all weekend, so I got to try to get people there somehow. So yeah.
Come entertain Steve.
Come entertain me.
Yes.
I have
All
whiskey.
weekend, even on Sunday?
Yeah, I got to work Sunday. Yeah, Jim's out of town, family thing. So Darren, I mean, I'd like to just be like Darren. You just got to work all the stuff, but we can't. We have an employee. We can't be like, okay, Jim's out of town. You got to work 7 days this week. 8-10 hour days. Whatever, 12, whatever it takes, Darren. So no, I just worked out where I gotta. I had Darren earlier in the week, and there was days we had a class actually this week, so I had to bring him in on a day I don't normally bring him in on because we do classes with two. So yeah, that's a whole thing. So I'll be there by myself.
I don't know if I'd want to meet a Darren that's after work 7 days in a row because he does need his personal reflection time. He is one that definitely needs some time by himself.
Right. Oh yeah.
To recharge and reflect.
Yes.
Get out in nature.
Nature. Yeah. Yeah. Go camping and weird stuff. Yeah.
Go lick a tree or do something.
Lick a tree. Yeah. Yeah. Loves his. He's doing a class where we turned him loose and said, you can do a class on whatever you want. I want to do it on wood. Okay. Well, we'll see if anybody signs up for a class just about wood as it pertains to bourbon. So he's supposedly, here's the guy who let's us never forget. He said Northern Ohio for limousine oak. So who knows what's going to be shared in this class of his. Yeah.
Well, I'm excited. That's going to be a fun one.
Oh yeah. Well, it should be. We'll see.
I'll show up for wood.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
There's wood.
Steve, do you want me to bring this down before that show so you can see what kind of wood this is?
We need that.
There you go.
We need Darren to identify and describe.
Yeah. Yeah.
No more artistic.
For those listening, it's something that Tim's son gave during kind of a white elephant gift exchange with Grandma and Grandpa. Part of the gift exchange. That's perfect. Yeah.
Yes.
Is he single?
No, he's married. I don't think it's a cast of his own. Well, maybe
I'm
he
not
could.
talking about your son. I'm talking about the
gentleman who made this.
no, the actual thing.
Yes, it was made out of it was purchased in the Bahamas, and it is probably a 9-inch by maybe 1.5-inch thick phallic symbol.
Okay.
It's supposed to be for a table setting.
Yeah, I like how Tim confiscated it. So
Yes,
I'm gonna have to take that. Yes.
So it was interesting. My mother-in-law was the one who picked the gift first, and I had number 2.
Of course.
So I had to grab it. There was no other choice for me but to steal that gift.
You had to steal it.
Mhm.
So you open your gifts
Yeah.
in your white elephant.
You open it up, and then they see what it is, and then the next person can steal that gift or pick a new one, and then you can steal anything.
So Tim,
don't opening.
Walk us through this, Tim. So because your wife is on your ass all the time about dumb shit you do, your son gives a gift that his grandma picks, and her mom, Diane's mom, and what does your wife say to your son? Is she mad about this? Is she like, oh, that's hilarious? What's the reaction from her?
The reaction was in shock and a stare at me and says, "Handle this."
Not bummed. That's what she said.
Yeah. Huh.
And you said, "I'm so proud of you."
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah, there you go. Way to go, son.
So anyway, the model is in the Bahamas, you said?
Yes.
So
just kidding.
There you go. 1928. There it is.
1928 rye whiskey. I love it. I'm
Raj,
going to go
couldn't
find for
be
this one.
happier for you. This is fantastic.
Good job,
Good on
Raj.
you,
And
Raj.
we will try to get this in Missouri. So we'll see what we can do to help them out and try to get it in here and carry it at the ABV Barrel Shop. I like it. So Good stuff. Good stuff. So there you go.
Good stuff.
We'll wrap it up as we always do by talking about where people can find us. Von Nieters, we're going to start with you. Where can people find you?
You can find me on Instagram at Von Nieters.
Kathy Cool.
You can find me on Instagram at KKCastStrength.
Swide on the set.
You can find me on Instagram at SwyGuy2112.
McNew.
On the Instagram at McNew ABV.
All right, for me, I'm an easy guy to find. I'm at Steve Akeley on Twitter, Instagram, or Facebook. I've got a website, steveakeley.com. We've also got a company website. That thing's abvnetwork.com. That's the one you got to check out. Everything that we do is out there. We put our previous shows, our blogs, so much more, abvnetwork.com. Come by and see us. The ABV Barrel Shop, you never know who's going to be stopping by. You never know who's going to be in there. Maybe some fun friends like anybody on this podcast might be in there at one time or another. So check us out online, abvbarrelshop.com. McNew, anything else to say before we get out of here?
No, my name is McNew, and I would like to please give us a 5-star review that includes comments. It helps new people find the show. It's very important to us. And if you like what we're doing, we ask you please visit our Patreon page at patreon.com/the ABV Network.
Great job today, gang. Finance will have a brand new show for you tomorrow. Looking forward to that. Until then, take care, everybody. See ya.
Bye.
Yeah, everyone.
Bye.
Peace. Before we let you go, let's talk about one last thing. The ABV Barrel Shop in the St. Louis community of Arnold, Missouri. The ABV Barrel Shop is focused on a couple of things. First of all, single barrels. We are the place where single barrels live. We go to distilleries, taste through the whiskey, select the best barrel, and have it shipped to our store where we present it to you, our customers, by allowing you to try before you buy. We're also known for the classes that we have in our education center in the store, as well as the events we have with industry professionals from the bourbon business. If you are in the St. Louis area, please come by and visit us at 6 Fox Valley Center in Arnold, Missouri. Or at a minimum, at least sign up for our email and text distribution so you know exactly what's going on in our shop over at abvbarrelshop.com. This is Steve Akeley, owner of the ABV Network, signing off. We thank you for listening to our programming and truly appreciate your support.
The Bourbon Daily is part of the ABV Network. For more information or to become a sponsor, please visit abvnetwork.com. Thanks for listening and cheers.
This has been a Steve Akeley production.